Hey everyone, before we jump into today's video of dash vault progressions, I wanted to let you know about this really cool massager I got that's amazing for muscle recovery. It's the Ulizin vibration massage device. So check it out. So it's this really cool massager that's super powerful. It has different attachments. My favorite one is this little foam ball as well as this little pronged hook. They both have different purposes, but what I found is it's a very powerful, quiet little device that works great for just deep tissue, deep muscle massage for either before you go train to get your muscles kind of relaxed and warmed up, or after you're done training to help you stretch and recover and not be as sore the next day. One of my favorite things about it is using it for those hard to reach places or hard to stretch places like my hip flexors when I'm doing kicks or tricking or anything that involves my hip flexors. Those are always really tight, but this does an awesome job of just really getting deep in there to help me massage them out and just have better flexibility and muscle recovery. It's got 3 different speeds. And it's overall just been an amazing device. I've loved having it because it feels amazing, but then it's even better for performance and muscle recovery. You can get 20% off using a discount code I'll have in the description of this video. So definitely check it out. And let's jump into our video, dash vault progressions. Here we go. So when learning the dash vault, there are actually a few different ways you can progress into the dash vault. The first progression we're going to be going over is starting with just the speed vault, doing a one-handed side vault over. You're going to start transitioning it into what's called a thief vault. This is where you speed vault into a dash vault. You're basically using your first hand to help pick your feet up, and then use your second hand as you pass your feet over to plant both hands down and then push yourself over. And then you'll just slowly start using your first hand less and less until you're basically doing the dash vault. We're going to start on our next progression, which is going to be jumping over the obstacle and using our feet and then planting our hands down to push into the dash vault. So right now we're just getting familiar with going straight over the vault instead of letting our legs come to the side. And this progression is just using your feet less and less to go into that dash vault pushing motion until eventually you're just jumping the obstacle and dashing it completely. Now when you're ready to start trying the dash vault on a higher object, it can be a little bit more challenging, but you can still clear the object using a dash vault using physics. So basically you're going to be starting with the thief vault once again, getting that feeling of popping your body up and over. You can even push more of a Kong in the start to help you pop yourself up, and then once you get comfortable jumping up, you're going to try and start jumping up without using your hands, getting your feet over, and then directly planting your hands beneath you to help push you up and over the rest of the way. I've been able to dash very high objects just from using the push against the object to get my hips over the rest of the obstacle. Now when you're ready to start progressing the dash vault into a handrail, which is a little bit more challenging and a little bit more dangerous, the first thing you can practice is by practicing just aiming your dash vault on a block. So you can practice landing your hands at the very edge and at the beginning of the block or at the end of the block. Just practice aiming your hands. It's just a matter of getting familiar with landing your hands in the same spot every time. Now once you're consistent with that, you can start moving to a handrail. And once again, you can start this progression with just a thief vault. You're going to just do the speed vault and slowly try and use your hands less and less, where you're just almost jumping over the obstacle and then planting your hands. Another progression is just to start out by jumping over the handrail if it's something you know you can do, and then slowly start reaching down to try and tap the handrail with your hands. And as you get comfortable with your hand placement, you can start putting more and more pressure on that handrail until eventually you're just completely pushing off the handrail into a dash vault. So there you have it. There's your basic progression into a dash vault. The thief vault is one of the best ways to progress into it, but also just being able to hurdle and jump over the object is a good way to progress into it as well. Let me know what progression tutorials you'd like to see next, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell button to stay tuned for more videos. And as always, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you next time.